So the media apparently is got a hold of TikTok. Yes, the mainstream media, which would explain why all of a sudden it's like YouTube for me. I have two channels that are restricted, um, and then my one channel I have no followers, but then I just put it up, and I'm not trying to get followers on there. I'm just using it to upload anyway. Um, but I just wonder how these people think it ends for them. I don't think it ends very well at all. I don't. Besides the fact of, trampling all over the United States Constitution, they're trampling all over God when they do that. So I just don't see it, working out well for them, which is why I call them stupid people. So that Ohio, I posted on my social media about the Netflix movie or series, maybe it was a movie, about the Ohio derailment. What was it, 2017, a few years ago. It was filmed in East Palestine, Ohio. Just a coincidence, right? Except it's not, because many other movies have been the precursors for what's to come, because they have to tell you before they do it. So it might be something to think about, that maybe we shouldn't watch any of those movies. We shouldn't give Hollywood one more bit of attention. I know that might be hard for some people, but to me, I know people think that they have to tell you because it's a way to mock you. I don't think so. I think it's part of the rules. I think it's part of the game. Otherwise, they would have no problem just doing it. But since they do have to tell you, where you get your power back is you don't give them the opportunity to tell you. So they've lost a lot of power, haven't they? Because a lot of people don't watch the mainstream media anymore, so they can't tell you through there. A lot of people don't watch. I don't even have a TV. A lot of people don't watch TV anymore. Don't watch sports, because they'll do it with sports too. They will. Like that football player that decided to take a nosedive, and then everybody said it was so suddenly. Whatever. They find ways because they have to tell you. So you make sure they can't tell you. That's all. I mean, that may be hard, but I'm pretty sure that they probably need a certain percentage of people to pull people in to see the movie or watch that certain media figure on TV, so that once there's a certain percentage reached that have seen it, even if they don't know it's what's to come, it means they've done their part. They've told the public. So don't go see any movies. Don't even order any movies. Don't go. I mean, cancel Netflix, cancel Hulu, cancel every single one of them. I mean, think about it. The media's took over TikTok, mainstream media, because they're desperate to make sure they can tell you. And they're kind of like, everything is all news clips now on TikTok. Short news clips. That's by creators, but they're creators that are working for them. And so they're taking down the honest ones. I mean, truthfully, I keep saying this. The people that are truly honest, that are telling you the truth, that are being taken down, they're the ones that don't have the millions of followers, because they have nothing that they're gaining from it. But people like me are the ones they're taking down. Other ones, you can see who they are. So I don't want to say that what happened in Ohio is nonsense, but how will you know at this point? How would you know? Have you gone to Ohio? Because, see, I put my value on the fact that, or my belief on creators on Ohio, creators that are in Ohio. But now that's been hijacked. And really, if the mainstream media is telling you, then you really have to question it. Because it goes back to that central casting. I keep saying Trump brought that up a lot, right? They create the crises, and people will do anything for money. So if you think people have enough moral compass that they wouldn't go along with something like pretending there's somebody on TV when really they're not, think again. It's a corrupt world we live in. Anybody will give up for a bunch of money. So I don't know what's going on there, but it just seems very, very strange that a movie that Netflix put out a few years ago was a train derailment explosion with toxins in the air and the water, as if they were telling you what was going to happen. So either that's really happening there or it's not. I tend to still think it is happening there, but it'll just get more sketchy to not know, because we're not dealing on, this is not this is not just some little war. This is the final war. I also wanted to mention this. I said I wasn't going to bring this up anymore, but then I come across things in the Bible. This is in Revelations, and I'm saying this in regards, or not Revelations, Ephesians. And if this doesn't put the whole rapture stuff to rest, I don't know what will, given that if it comes from Jesus, you're disregarding what Jesus says? So this is Ephesians 6:10 through 17. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the schemes of the devil. For we are not to wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. I'm going to say that again. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all, to stand firm. Stand therefore, having fastened on the belt of truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness. So God isn't rapturing anybody. God expects you to stand during that evil day. So, that's all I really wanted to say. But ultimately, now I know why both of my accounts were, because TikTok was a pretty free app for the most part. I mean, as far as content creators, but not when mainstream media gets a hold of it. So I'll still upload some stuff that I come across, but really the creators that you have on there now, they're just your mainstream media creators doing the bidding for those biatches. You want to know what they took my one account down for? My main account? They gave me two video violations for honest content. It was that woman from CDC that said that she wanted to, she said in her own words on video, that about eliminating the white race. That woman from CDC that everybody's seen. That's what they took. That's why they're blocking my account, because of truthful content. But then you should expect that when the mainstream media gets a hold of TikTok. That, of course, would happen.